Hey guys, Miss Smith here. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Today we're going to be talking about finding the volume of cylinders. So let's talk about cylinders real quick. You guys all know what a cylinder is. Here, you probably have some cylinders in your house. Look what I found. Found a cylinder. Diced tomatoes. All right, awesome. Let's find another cylinder. Diced jalapenos. Man, I'm craving some salsa now. And here's a very popular cylinder of the hour. Lysol wipes. Oh yeah. So as you know, cylinders all have a circle for a top. Well, that's the bottom, Karen. Okay. A circle for the bottom and a circle for the top. And then the sides are just straight and flat. All right, so hopefully you already completed your flippy notes. We just had the video prior to this video. So on your flippy notes, we talked about how the volume of a cylinder is equal to pi r squared times height. So basically, as you remember pi r squared, well, that's familiar because that's just the area of a circle, right? So what you're doing is you're finding the area of the base of the circle on the bottom, and you're just multiplying it by the height all the way up. That's really hard to see on this camera. But multiplying the volume, no, the area of that circle on the bottom times the height of that the height of the cylinder is going to give you the volume of that cylinder. So let's look at the first problem on your assignment here. So here you have a drawing of a cylinder, and here it says 5 kilometers. So let's pretend that this is our cylinder here. And let's just draw that on there. Okay, so here we go. Radius on the bottom is going to be 5 kilometers. Well, this wipes container is fortunately not quite as big as having a radius of 5 kilometers, but we can pretend. So our radius is 5 kilometers. So what would our diameter be? You guys remember, for diameter, that would be twice the radius, right? But we don't have to worry about that right now. We are just going with the radius because that's what we need for our formula, which is pi r squared times height. So if we had our radius here, then our height would be across that flat side of the cylinder all the way across here to the top. And here on our page it says that's 12 kilometers. 12 kilometers. So hopefully that helps you picture what's going on in this drawing. So you have the height there, and usually we do height this way, right? But in the picture it just happens to be on its side, so that's why I'm putting it that way. So you have the height and you have the radius. Those are the two measurements that you need. Okay, so before we get going, let's write our nifty formula here at the top of the page. So, like we said, the formula from your flippy notes is volume equals pi r squared times height. Let's write that down just for easy, quick reference. Volume equals pi r squared times height. All right. Okay, so now it's time to start plugging these numbers into the formula. Okay, so this right here, like we said, is our radius. So r is going to equal 5. And we talked about how this right here is our height. Height is going to equal 12. So plugging that into our formula, we're going to say volume equals pi. And then instead of r squared, we'll plug that 5 in. So we'll have 5 squared times the height, which is 12. Now, the first thing we want to do here is we want to give our answer in terms of pi. What that means is we're not going to multiply anything by pi. We're just going to leave pi in our answer. So leaving pi alone, we'll multiply everything else together. So we have 5 squared times 12. And that gives us 300. So that tells us that the volume equals pi times 300. But as Ms. Lloyd mentioned the other day, we don't really like it in that order. The way we like to write it is the number first and then pi. So let's say volume equals 300 pi, and now let's give it some units. Units are kilometers, and because we're doing volume, which is three-dimensional, we need to write a little 3 up there. So volume equals 300 pi kilometers cubed. Now we're not done quite yet. This is one of our answers. The other answer is just going to give a number, not involve pi. So what we need to do is take 300 and multiply it by pi. Let's go ahead and use the pi button. 300 times pi. My calculator says that's 300 pi. Well, that's not a very helpful calculator. So we're going to go down here to that button that has the F and the arrow and then the D. Just push that button. And if your calculator is different, I apologize. Hopefully you can get it to give you a number. And that number is going to be 942.477. We are going to round to the nearest tenth. Here in the instructions it says nearest thousandth. We're just going to do the nearest tenth. And that is all good. Okay, so again, that was 942. Okay, when it has 4 and then followed by 7, looks like we need to round that 4 up to a 5. So 942.5, and the unit's going to be the same, kilometers cubed. All right, did you guys get that? I hope you did. You guys are awesome. Big thumbs up. Whoa, I can't put my thumb on there. Okay, before we go on, I have a riddle for you. Are you ready? The riddle is, can you name a cylinder that is entirely made up of squares? What? Yes, a cylinder made up of squares. I promise you have one of these in your household. Okay, I'll let you think about that one while we do the next problem. Let's look at number 2. I almost forgot. I have my steps written out here on this handy dandy sticky note. So step 1, determine the radius and the height. So looks like that's kind of done for us. 11 miles is going to be the radius because it starts in the middle of that circle and it goes out to the edge. And then the height is going to be the 7, right where it's just flat. Okay, so R equals 11, H equals 7. And now we're going to plug into our formula up here. So volume equals pi R, which becomes 11 squared, times the height, which is 7. And I'm running out of room again. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, so first off, we're going to give our answer in terms of pi, kind of like we did over here. Volume equals pi times, okay, now we need our calculator. 11 squared times 7. 847. Pi times 847. And like I mentioned before, we really like to flip that around so that the number is first. So let's do volume equals 847 pi. And let's figure out what our units were. Looks like it was miles. My, that's a big cylinder. So 847 pi miles cubed. Okay, and then do we remember what that last step is? We are going to go ahead and multiply 847 by pi using the pi button so that we can get a number for this. So 847 times pi equals, and I'm going to push the magical button again, and it gives me 2660.9, and we're going to leave it like that. 2660.9, and then we just need to write down our units. Miles cubed. And that is our answer for that. Did any of you figure out the answer to my riddle? A cylinder that's made up entirely of squares? Okay. Hang on. Like I said, I promise you have one in your house, or I hope you do anyways. It's been in short supply lately. It is, ta-da, toilet paper. It's a cylinder and it's made completely of squares. Who knew? Oh my goodness. I'm feeling so silly today. Let's go on to number 4. All right, number 4. Let's zoom back in. So step 1 on our list of steps is, again, to determine the radius and the height. This time it's not completely given to us. It looks like we have a 4 down here. Now what is this? It goes all the way from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle. So that must be the diameter. And we know from our flippy notes yesterday that the diameter is twice as big as the radius. So if you have the diameter and you need to find the radius, take your diameter and divide it by 2 to find the radius. So let's take our diameter, which is 4, divide it by 2 to find the radius. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So r is going to equal 2. And the height, that's this right here, 10. H equals 10. Okay, then step 2 is plug into the formula. V equals pi r squared times height. Put this here so we can see it. All right, V equals pi, r is 2, so we'll put in 2 instead of r. We have to square it because of the formula, times the height, which is 10. Okay, now we're going to write it in terms of pi. V equals, let's grab our calculator, and we'll do just the numbers. So 2 squared times the height, times 10. And that gives us 40. So volume equals pi times 40. So we'll turn it around so that the number is first. Volume equals 40 pi. And let's just look back for our units. Looks like we have yards, so we're going to put yards cubed. Once we have that, we need to write it with just regular numbers without any pi in there. So let's write 40 times pi equals 125. And it looks like I need to round this 6 up because the number after it is bigger than 5. So it's going to be 125.7 yards cubed. And that's that. How are y'all doing? Are we all good? Okay, good work. Let's do one more. So let's look at number 7. Again, on number 7, we're given the distance from one side of the circle all the way over to the other. So in order to find the radius, which would just be from the middle to the side, we need to cut that number in half. So r is going to be half of 18, so r is 9. Height is going to be 12. Okay, and let's plug into our formula. Volume equals pi, r, which is 9 squared, times the height, which is 12. Okay, let's multiply our numbers together. 9 squared times 12 equals 972. So volume equals 972 pi. I went ahead and flipped the numbers around first, just all in one step this time. Looks like our units are feet, so feet cubed. And now write it the other way, where you actually multiply that times pi, and we get 3053.6. Okay, and that's it. That is your answer. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and let us know if you have any questions. Bye.